Mic check. Welcome to the last thing on this channel of 2023. It is currently December 31st, 2023, and unfortunately I just realized that what I thought everybody was going to get notified of this stream, unfortunately is not going to get notified of this stream like 4 hours ago when I thought, because unfortunately it was on private, where it is now on public. So unfortunately there may not be a lot of people in the stream, but if you do come in, please make sure to hit that like button or just say hi in the chat, as I would always love to hear from you guys. But I do actually have a plan for this stream, because I've got a few things that I want to talk to you guys about. Section of this, the first section in fact, is indeed a stolen idea from Adam Savage. If you don't know, he has the channel Tested, and he actually is one of the main guys from Mythbusters, if you guys remember way back when. And on the Tested YouTube channel, he has a favorite things that they do with a few of the staff on his team every year. And well, I figured I kind of wanted to show you guys some of my favorite things, even though that most of them don't really have anything to do with whatever is on the channel, or pretty much anything behind me. Although there is a couple of things that we can take a quick look at that definitely made that list. But the first one is going to be my bull hide belt. This is not a sponsored thing, but I just want to tell you guys that I got this belt a year ago and it looks just like new, just as it does here in this little video that I took for an Amazon review that I will have to do here coming up soon. The only thing that I have had an issue with is that, well, I lost a little bit of weight and therefore I needed an extra couple of holes in it, which was pretty simple to do. Now, as you can see, there is, I think they're called Chicago screws on the back of that, so that you can indeed get different buckles for it if you want. This one is the carry belt, so it is a bit thicker than some of the other ones. And I have to tell you guys, unlike my belt here, that, you know, I had this for like 2 months before it started doing this. You know, it looks like absolute junk, and this is supposed to be a work belt. I paid like $20 for this at a big box store. And as you can see, yeah, this thing looks like absolute junk, where my bullhide belt pretty much looks just like it did in that video clip. And if you guys want, maybe I'll do a video on it, maybe I won't. Let me know down in the comments or in the live chat if that's something that you guys might be interested in, as I know that we are always looking for high quality over cheap at some point in your life. It just makes more sense. And while we're on the topic of clothing, I did a review a while back of some underwear that I thought were pretty good until about 2 or 3 weeks after I did the review. I ended up getting holes in all of them, like almost instantly. So I was once again on the hunt, and I've gone through a couple different brands, but for the last like 6-7 months I've been using David Archie's. They are brief style underwear, but I'll tell you what, they are so comfortable. They're made out of bamboo and nylon, and it just makes a really nice sweat wicking and airy underwear. So definitely a nice one and very comfortable. I like them. I know some people might not like the brief style, but to me, if you're just wearing shorts under your pants, why even wear anything anyways? And yes, I used to wear boxers myself. The third thing on the list is something that I got because of my new job that I also got this year, which is a job that is very flexible, which allows me to be able to actually keep it, which is definitely a plus. But in the first week, I lost something, and that was all of their keys. All of the keys to the vending machines. Yep, I just lost them all for about 2 weeks. And I'm surprised I still had a job after that. But I vowed that that wouldn't happen again. And that is where I found this here. This is a keyback system. And most of these, you look at them and they look pretty cheap. This one actually has a nice metal clip on it. It is made out of a polycarbonate case here. But as long as you're not whacking a hammer up against it or something, so far it's been pretty strong. It's got a really nice... what's it called? Chain. It's not really a chain though, it's more of a wire, and it has not broken on me since I got it, and it is really handy because I have to continually grab these keys, open up a vending machine, and put it back, and it's so much nicer not have to be digging down in my pockets for them, or to lose it in my sweatshirt, or to set them down somewhere that I didn't realize that I put them. And so yeah, it's definitely made the list because I have not lost those keys since, which to me is definitely a plus, as well as to my boss it's also a plus. One more thing that I got because, well, I really like these here G2 pens. In fact, I think I had a review on my channel about the G2s at one point. They're a gel pen, but I wanted something for if I go to something and want to be a little bit more fancy than just having a plastic standard G2. And that is when I found the G2 Limited. It is the G2 with a little bit different of a grip, a little bit softer of a grip as well, but it still uses the same G2 cartridges, and you can get replacements in, I think, 4 different tips, and I think you can get it in 3 different colors: the blue, the red, and the black. But I really like this. I don't use it a lot because I've got all of these that I don't mind if I lose as much as if I lose this, because this I think was about $25. But when I need to dress up and I want to be a little bit fancier or have a little bit better of a pen on me, the G2 Limited is a very beautiful pen, and it just feels so nice in the hand. It's well balanced, and for a nicer pen, it is definitely on the lower priced scale. So I definitely like that. Next up is my Lenovo laptop. Now, because I knew I was going to be taking a trip this year, I bought a Lenovo gaming laptop. I didn't need the gaming portion of it. Well, actually, I did and I didn't need the gaming portion of it, because I did need the hardware to be able to do editing, which usually just takes up the same stuff as a gaming computer does. So it is nice to be able to game on this when I'm not at home or I am on a trip, and I can edit directly on this like I did when I took my Chicago trip. This was a very nice, expensive purchase for this year, but has already made my life quite a bit easier since September when I got it. I also, in the beginning of the year, ended up updating my phone to a Samsung Galaxy S21. I do have it written down over here. So yeah, of course I do have the extra screen on it, and I have a OtterBox commuter on there as well, just to help it last a little bit longer. And I really like this phone because I use it a lot for recording for my second channel, as well as just recording other things and taking pictures of stuff. And the 3, not 6, not 8, the 3 lenses on the back give plenty of options for a wide image or a close-up one as well. So therefore I really do like this. For anybody that may be coming in, I kind of hijacked Adam Savage's idea of having my favorite things of the past year, and that is what I am currently going for. Please make sure to hit that like button, as well as hit and say hi in the chat if you can. I just noticed that on my screens anyway, it said that it was currently unavailable. Hopefully that is not the same for you guys. If you have said anything in the past few minutes here, I'm sorry, I have not seen it. So let's see, what else is on my favorites list? Something that, well, you can't really buy, but that I made. I do a lot in my shop from my second channel, as well as just for projects. And well, I decided to upgrade my workbench this year to a 12-foot workbench with a full-length pegboard. This is literally twice the width as my old one was, as well as I now have electricity along that wall as well. I finished it. I added a little border to the edge of the workbench. I stained everything. As you can see, there's some electrical, so I don't have to use extension cords. Then I used my old workbench for the face of this drawer system here. It's not the greatest. It could use a whole lot of work, but it'll allow me to do some more projects that will hopefully allow me to have a little bit more basically I'll be able to do a little bit better job on stuff, because I'll be able to be a little bit more organized. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, it is fairly decent. I have a lot of work to do on it yet, but it definitely is coming along. And on that workbench, I am actually going to have my new DeWalt set. I have been borrowing my pop's drill for about the last, well, 8 years. And his battery's starting to go out on his, and I wanted something that was a little bit heavier duty, which this one is. And when DeWalt had their first tool sale in, I believe, the beginning of the year in 2003, I ended up getting a set of DeWalt tools. I think it came with this. It came with the not the compact, but the other drill thing. I forget what it's called. It came with a oscillating saw and a sander. And so yeah, this is a very nice addition to my workbench and my tool repertoire, if you want to call it that. And I have really enjoyed being able to have a 20 volt that can really drive screws very well. So that is as far as my favorite things with the physical things. The last thing on my favorite things list is my trip to Chicago. I was able to see a couple of good friends of mine, and I was able to spend some time with my moderator, as well as a really good friend, recording some videos and putting them out here for you guys on the channel. So if you guys have not seen them, scroll back a little ways and check out those. I have one where I got my ear hair waxed. That was interesting. I had one that I interviewed her, and well, actually two, interview with a professional, just kind of talking about what more younger people or people that haven't been or go to somebody to get their hair cut needs to know, and just kind of helping out people that maybe haven't had that experience before. So there's that video. There is a video of her trimming up my beard as well as my mustache, which I finally had to trim up a little bit more today. It is kind of a mess, I know. And it's definitely not even. I'm going to have to work on that a little bit more here because this one's a little shorter yet. So, anyways, that was that was a really big thing because I haven't been able to get back to Chicago in over 10 years. And so to be able to see both of them, especially Roberta, it was very nice to be able to do that. And hopefully I will be able to make another trip out there this year and maybe make more content as well. Hang on one second. Mouth getting dry from talking. Make sure that you guys hit that like button. Leave me a comment in the chat, or if you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and let me know what some of your favorite things were in 2023, because I would absolutely love to hear them. Now, 2024 is coming up for me in just a few hours. It is 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 12:30. So about 3.5 hours I've got until 2024 rolls on in. So what am I looking forward to? Well, first off, I think that having resolutions is kind of a cop-out, because it seems like a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, I failed on the first week or the first day or the first month, or, so therefore I guess I'll try again next year. Well, I don't know. There's just something about the word resolutions that I prefer to change with goals, because that means that if I mess up one day, I can just go ahead and restart the next week or whenever I am able to start up. And a couple of my resolutions is of course another year of videos for you guys on this channel, because, well, this will be my 9th year into YouTube. Yeah, so this time next year I'll be close to hitting my 10-year mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this next year just as I have for the last 9 or 8 since 2015, whichever way you want to count that, I'm not sure. But I am, of course, going to be continually making videos here, and hopefully get back to some more shaving videos. I am planning on doing a few videos about short beards before I go back to shaving products and stuff, but that is all going to be coming up, and I'm not sure what time frame that will be. I also want to do more live streams. This year I got this whole thing set up, and so I don't really have an excuse anymore, except for laziness, to do more live streams for you guys, and to be able to just hang out and talk every now and then. I'm not saying that all the live streams are going to be great or have, content to them, but, I may hop on every now and then just to say hello and to do up a mustache, or maybe trim a mustache or something, or talk about a beard product or a new head product, or maybe unboxings. Who knows what that will entail, but I want to do more of it this coming year. I also have something going on with my website here. 30dayreviews.com is currently being worked on, but that is going to be a longer process because there's a top secret project that is going to be coming in sometime, hopefully within the next 4 months. I'm not sure when, because I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to do, but I am definitely trying to get on the ball for the secret project to be able to get that up and running for you guys, because I think it's something that viewers on my channel, especially those that are into the mustache stuff, will really enjoy. So hopefully that will pan out properly. With the laptop, it makes it a little bit easier because I can do work on it pretty much wherever. So that's nice. I'm also looking forward to finishing up my camping trailer, which you guys don't probably know or care about because if you haven't been on the second channel, you don't know what's going on with that, and it's like a year and a half behind on videos. So that's another thing I'm going to be trying to do this coming year, is getting the videos up on the second channel, which is doing projects. I believe if you search that in, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about, but warning, it hasn't had a video go up on it in about a year or so. So it is a ways behind. I am, along with that new job, that is going to afford me the ability to hopefully save up and buy a new vehicle that has much better mileage than my pickup currently does. And why that is important is because I want to be able to do more photography this year. I kind of can't currently because the truck takes up a lot of gas. And so for me to justify using that money is really hard. Where if I can get something like a small SUV or a CRV is kind of what I'm looking for, I will have much better opportunity to be able to go and do those things. Even if I end up just buying a, cheaper car, I could still be able to go and do those things, just not quite as versatilely or as far out as I would like to. So yeah, that is my 2023 overview, as well as what I hope to do in 2024. So if you are in the stream, please make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you want to learn about men's grooming, specifically mustache, beard, and head shaving products, how-tos, tips and tricks, whatever. You know what this channel is about if you're on here, most likely. So please make sure to go ahead and do that. And I do hope that you guys can bring in 2024 with some optimism, and hopefully it will go better than this past year. Until next time, well, first off, thank you for tuning in if you have. Next, hopefully I will be able to properly set this up next time so that people will have a better warning about it. I'm sorry that you guys didn't get the notification earlier. And yeah, just leave me a comment, leave me thoughts, whatever you want to do down in the video description. Until